Brassy, confirmed as head coach now. In some ways, does that take the pressure off a little?
I don't think there's ever going to be, once you're in charge of something, there's always a level of pressure interim, end of the season, whatnot. It's just how it is. But at least we understand moving forward what we're trying to do, and as I say, it just makes the process through to the summer a little easier, and obviously there's a transfer window coming up, so it gives us scope to look at things like that.
If you look at the bigger picture, you know the players, you know the setup, you know the plan, you know what's going on, you've been part of it for a long time, it makes sense.
Yeah, you've got to understand where the club's trying to get to, and at this stage as well, where the club is right now. I think that's the key, and understanding, what the players understand what's needed as well, and what we'll expect. So you can sort of hammer that home now and start to look forward. And as I say, I think you've always got to have short, medium, and long-term goals. But while you're just holding the reins, so to speak, it's short-term. It's almost day to day. So we can plan, we can move ahead. And as I say, I've been pleased with training, been pleased with performances, just not pleased with results.
Ryan Kidd, a bit of a quiet bloke. What does he bring to the table?
No, Ryan's certainly somebody who I've known for a long time, trust implicitly, which is key as well, and he's a good football person. He understands how Bury Football Club works, he understands how I work, probably more to the degree now that we've been sort of put together. But no, he's a good person, and someone who I do genuinely believe will aid us moving forward, and in all aspects, from the development of youngsters right to re-educating one or two of the older boys. He's a wealth of knowledge and experience, and he's someone I'm really glad to have alongside me.
What about Sedge? Does Sedge, having recently come out of the dressing room, does he give you that link with the dressing room as well?
All sorts of things. Again, I think Chris is on his the start of his coaching career. And I think that was something that we identified while he was a player, that he's someone that could add something to it. And again, he's been given a little level, probably more so of responsibility, and he stepped forward. And he's someone who's been in the building for a long time, longer than I have, from the return period. So he understands it as well, and eventually he'll move forward and progress along his way, and hopefully that's with us as well. So. No, he's someone who knows what's needed to better his career, and also to better that of others, and that's a special quality you need when you come on the coaching side.
Bristol Rovers, have you had time to sit back and reflect on it now?
Yeah, it's almost straight away really. I think because of the journey back, you can have a look at the performance, and just make sure that you're not blinded by it. And I think that's, whether it's a victory, a draw, or you've got to look at it and think, well, right, what was good, what was bad, what was indifferent, how are we going to address that during the course of a week, and how are you going to address that moving forward over the course of a month. And it was no different with that. There was an awful lot of good things that I saw within the game, good things that we'd worked on, and good things that the players had bought into. And as I say, I think just frustrated with the result, and the manner of the goals. It was more frustrating than anything, which obviously you can address, and you make sure you get that right for Saturday.
You've got one back from suspension for the weekend, so there's a little bit of flexibility there.
I've got two back.
Two back. Jacob Beddoe, for instance, looked assured, looked confident.
Yeah,
he's only 16.
Absolutely. I mean, what a debut, and again, the key is getting it right. You put someone in, you protect them by sort of taking them out of the limelight at times, etc. And that's what we will get right, and certainly myself and Ryan will be good at that. And understanding, where his level of development's going to be. But in respect of how debuts go, he was frustrated that he had 4 goals against. But Jacob Beddoe, for a 16-year-old to give a performance like that was outstanding, really. And he's someone who's going to have a very, very good future in the game, and someone I believe will have a good future in his time while he's with Bury, and long may that continue.